NRL.com is here with New Zealand representative and Sydney Rooster Sam Moa. Sam, great to be back in New Zealand colours.
Yeah, it's extremely exciting, and it's always an honour and a privilege to be involved in camps, and especially with the Kiwi side. So I'm very proud and grateful.
You were a part of the Kiwis 2013 World Cup campaign, but obviously a very different look side this year. How are things with getting used to the new faces in the side?
Yeah, it started off a bit slow, just the first day. Obviously everyone is getting used to each other's names, and it's just a different dynamic from the last team I was involved in, the World Cup. But in saying that, a lot of the young guys have really, they've really grown in the last couple of days, and we've trained really well. And they're starting to come out of their shells now, so it's really good.
Is there anyone in particular that stood out or impressed you?
Out of the new guys, I think they all add different things to the group. And the first day they didn't say a word, and then we had to try and involve them in a few of the jokes and put a bit of crap on them, and then they started to open up. So I think it's an exciting time, and we've trained really well the last couple of days, and it's good to see all the new guys getting involved.
So you've had a bit of fun, but it's still been pretty hard work in camp?
Yeah, the first day, because a lot of guys came in late because they were playing on the Sunday. So yeah, we started off pretty slow, just walk through things, and then we've picked it up every day, and we've capped it off with a really good training session last night. We had a pretty big day yesterday, so it's a recovery day today. We just finished some yoga and some haka practice, which is always good. So yeah, it's been good.
The special part of the actual game day, isn't it, the haka? Can you tell us if we're going to be seeing anything different or something similar to what you would have done last year?
I can't tell you too much, but it's pretty similar. But we've got a really good culture advisor with us, and he's been explaining to us the history of the haka and all the meanings. It's a very special thing for not just the Indigenous people of New Zealand, the Māoris, but for all Kiwis involved. It's a special way to start the game, and it's something that we hold dearly to us. So you're going to see a lot of passion in the haka, and hopefully we transfer that on the field.
Are you someone that holds a lot of passion, and how much does it mean to you to actually be representing the Kiwis?
It's everyone says it's a big honour, but it really is. It's the pinnacle of New Zealand Rugby League, and growing up back in New Zealand where rugby union's a dominant game. It's obviously it's very hard to make the Kiwis to start for the good young players coming through. And when I got the news that I made the Anzac Test side, I was really happy. And it's something that I have to sort of keep my cool and don't get too excited before the game actually starts. I've been telling some of the young guys just to try and stay relaxed in the camp and just build up as we get closer to the game. So I think after the anthem and then the haka, we'll be ready to go.
Well, you'll need to be fired up to take on the Australian side. They've got a lot of experience in their side, and a very similar side to the one that won the World Cup. What are you looking forward to most about going up against them?
It'll be my first time playing against Australia, so it's going to be a big occasion for me, and I'm going to have to step up and play some good footy. I'm just looking forward to playing against the awesome players that the Australians have, but we've got really good players in our team, and we're looking forward to getting out there and having a good crack. And we've been excited by the way we've been training, and we're going into that game with a clear mindset of what we want to do and how we want to represent our country and our families. So it's a very exciting time, and I can't wait for the anthem and then the kickoff.
Well, as a prop forward, you must be aware of the massive job that you're going to have on your hands coming up against all the massive guys in the Aussie side. Yeah,
they've got class throughout the whole team, world-class forward pack, and I'm going to have my hands full for sure. But I've got really good backup, and I've got some really good players next to me, and I'm confident I can hold my own, and we are going to hold our own, and you'll see that. And it is. Where do you start with the Australian side? They've just got class everywhere, and it's going to be a good old Anzac Day battle.
So the combinations on this side are coming together well?
Yep, with the amount of players that have stayed on from last year's World Cup, there's been a lot of new faces to get used to, obviously, and the young guys who have come in the crucial roles of playing hooker. You know, we've struck together some combinations at training. We've been trying to work on that, and they've gelled well with Sean Johnson, who's a really good talker, and Simon Mannering. So yeah, they've come along well.
On a bit of a lighter note, who's the best value in camp? Who's the biggest jokester?
Isaac Luke's missing, so he's always up there. He's a funny guy. He's a pest. In this camp, it's been relatively quiet, to be honest. You know, Jared Warrior-Hargreaves is always usually loud, and you can hear him from a mile away. But there's no real jokers. Adam Blair's a bit of a joker, and Jason Nightingale. He thinks he's God's gift to women and everyone. He just thinks he's James Bond, so we just have a good laugh at him.
So being at the Roosters, obviously Allianz is a pretty familiar territory for you. So you're happy to be playing there in this particular Trans-Tasman match?
Yeah, it's a bonus really, because I'm familiar with my surroundings, and I really enjoy playing at Allianz, and it's just 10 minutes down the road from where I live, so it's a special ground. And hopefully we can get a good crowd out there to watch a good test match, and yeah, it's going to be good.
How much does it actually help you in terms of your performance when you've got the crowds there in their tens of thousands cheering you on?
Yeah, it plays a big part. More so in the actual build-up and the warm-up, because once you start playing, it sort of just all becomes a blur, and you can't really hear the crowd. You're just focusing on what you need to do. So it's when you come out to warm up and you see all the crowd there, and you see all the Kiwis dressed in black. It just makes you want to perform that much better and make them proud. So we're going to have all our family and the rest of the country supporting us, and all the Kiwis around wherever they are. So it's a big occasion, and one that we're looking forward to.
It's a proud moment for your family when they see you run out.
Yeah, very proud. It's a big enough occasion playing in the NRL, and it's a big buzz playing in the NRL. But when you get rewarded and when you get acknowledged and asked really to play for your country, there's no better feeling really. You're going out there to represent your family, yourself, and everyone and all the Kiwis everywhere. There's so many of us coming over to Australia now, and there'll be so many in the crowd. My partner's Australian, so she's sort of torn between the two. So it's going to be really good.
Wow, I wonder what that rivalry must be like in the lounge room when the families are watching you, or even in the stands. Is she going to dress in the green and gold, or is she going to be dressed in the black?
She won't be. She won't be dressed in black. That's for sure. I've copped it. Been copping it ever since we met. She's a true blue Aussie, and I'm a Kiwi, and it's just always banter between the Kiwis and the Aussies, and so she's slightly torn at the moment. I think she might be a Turk and Kiwi, and then if the Aussies do get up, she'll still have a smile on her face.
Give you a bit more motivation though to maybe get one over her?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, Kiwi through and through.